It's my birthday.
I'm on a boat.
Me
I
too.
don't want to celebrate. I hope it can scare him.
I slowed down a little bit because we're going to meet up with another boat coming the other way, and we try to time it so neither one of us has to stop. But you never know. Now, years ago, this whole place used to be called the Homosassa Springs Attraction. Back in those days, it was a zoo. When the state bought the whole park in 1989, they decided they didn't want to have a zoo. They wanted to have a rehabilitation park for native Florida animals. There's the other boat. So at that time, they went ahead and got rid of all the other zoo-type animals.
Austin.
The other zoos around the country, all except for Lou the hippo. Now, Lou was real popular down here, and the people got up a petition to try to keep Lou here in the park, even though he was not a native Florida animal.
Yeah.
Got some turtles on the right side here. So, what the governor came up with was to give Lou honorary citizenship so that he could be considered a Florida animal. And it worked.
A boat. Yeah.
Hello, folks. Have a good time at the park. You've been four-wheeling again, you got a branch on top of your roof
I'm
there.
gonna take pictures soon. See ya. Try to
You'll
subscribe.
get to see Lou back here in the park. He'll be 56 years old next month. I think his birthday's like January 20th or something like that.
Right around the corner here, and they couldn't come any further. Now they were safe and they were warm because the water stays 72 degrees for about a half a mile downriver, maybe even a little further before it starts to cool off a little bit in the wintertime. So the manatees are okay, but you know, we all thought we should do something more. How many folks live in Florida? Okay, remember a few years back it got a little nippy here? We had about 4 winters in a row where it was just kind of miserable, especially if you lived here in Florida and we're here for the sunshine. Well, it was pretty miserable for the manatees as well. For 3 or 4 years straight, we did lose a lot of animals due to cold stress syndrome. Cold stress syndrome is basically hypothermia, pneumonia, and frostbite all rolled into one. It's very, very hard on the animals. Several of them, unfortunately, do not make it through a lot of veterinary care and quick reaction times. We have, in conjunction with all of the manatee folks, Lowry Park Zoo, SeaWorld, Miami Seaquarium, Mote Marine, everybody that has anything to do with these manatees chips in and rescues them and rehabilitates them to get them back into the wild. So it's very critical that they have warm water to get into. Now, what are manatees? Exactly, if you look at their hide, short of the little bit of algae that's growing on these girls, their hide is very similar. And if you actually ever get to see one out of water, when it starts to dry out a little bit before you moisten it back down, it really looks like an elephant's hide. The hair is about the same, the texture. Right now, if I had to explain what their skin felt like, it feels kind of like a wet leather football.